Oh yeah, we are in it. You can disrespect my time for free, bringing us in and out. Oh, that's not a song I want to play because I'll get demonetized for that because it's not one of my songs. Let's jump us into today. Have some fun. Have some good old fun. I have a question. I need to wait till I have level 25 plus level to get magic weapons for quests. 25 or 30. Some quests don't have a 30 option, but all of them have a 25 option. Bonus track. Boner track. God, guys, grow up, dudes. Oh, it's a new month. I gotta change our goal. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I barely played. I have barely played this fucking game. I spend so much time on this game making videos that I haven't been able to really sit down and play it. One thing I do want to do, and I've got this saved for it, I want to do a video that shows off how that enchant works, because I probably should have done it in the fucking enchanting fucking video, but I'm not the smartest person. But a lot of people have asked, like, okay, I don't understand, why does it work this way? And I think if I actually show the practical example of building out this specific enchant, it makes more sense, because I don't understand why it's like that. It's just the way the game code is. So when people ask me, why isn't it like this and not like that? I'm like, because Bethesda chose to do it in a dumb way. That also has to do with the way weakness applies to things. So it's kind of fucking wild. I'm a week behind because it keeps crashing. Oh, it kept crashing? God damn, that sucks. I'm sorry. So that's our hard save for that. So we'll load right there. Guys, what should we do? Where should we go? I literally have the entire game open to me to go. So where do you want me to go? I could go do some Mage Guild stuff. Let me do this really quick though. I forgot to update this. Let's do that. I gotta fix all my Streamlabs things too. So I got so much shit to do. Big package mod. Oh, okay. Isn't that cool? Oh, cool. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna try to find a new goal for that thing. So that's up. I get Azura Star. Lockpicking. I was gonna do a video on lockpicking. Would that help you guys? And we can kind of go through it here today if you want. Because there's a Amish Ranger, glad I could catch a stream. It's been a while. It has, dude. Good to see you, man. $200 and there we go. It is. Oh no, I don't want just new subs. And gold. Total sub points, I guess. I don't know.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Okay, let's put this to we'll put it to 199 because we just got one from Aussie. That actually 198. Doom launch month. There we go. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to make the switch to Twitch, it does help me out. And if you have a Prime sub, United Years, use the motherfucking on me. Caleb, happy to help you out, my man. What's up, Carl? How you doing? Yeah, just have fun with it, Breton. So I've got the Mage Tallow candle. I'm not going to put it in. I got some stuff to sell, though.
A wise decision.
Koala, thanks for making the move across the line. Yeah, so where are we going? No, I don't use any dupe glitches. No dupe glitches. Zero dupe a doodle doo glitches do. Thank you, Zarya. Appreciate it. Glad you guys are enjoying them. Glad you guys are having fun. Yo, what up, Knight? Waiting for this caffeine to kick in. A slow start to the day. Apologies. Game truly is beautiful, though, you know? Look out over my kingdom, bro. Okay, so where are we going? What are we doing? Oh, man. Happy to help, dude. Happy to help. We have a whole map that I have fucking... I won't even say scratch the surface of. I haven't even looked at the surface of the map. So what would you guys like to see? I can go do a Daedric quest. We can do a 0 star. We can do some more Mage Guild stuff. I can go join the Fighters Guild. I'm open to anything. So choose the direction of the stream here today, guys. Let it be known in chat. Just shout it out, and I will kind of tally up generally like which ones are going down. Caleb and Zara, thank you for moving over to Twitch. Guys, about 14.4k followers. Trying to get to 20. What is the Mini Aussie Toy Fund? Come here. Hey. Come. You so sore. Oh, this is the Mini Aussie's Toy Fund. It goes right to him. Well, if he wants to look. What are you doing? What is this? This little noise you're making. Kyle, thank you very much, man. $5 donation from the man. Oh. Yeah. He's tired right now. He was just out playing with his two friends. Oh, he's so sweet. Sleepy. That goes to him. I was gonna make a post for it, but I mean, oh, was it fucked up? Sometimes it does that because of the green screen and how it deletes, but yeah, he's there. I bet that dog. So let me tell you guys some stats of what's happened in the last 7 days, because this has been the largest YouTube month I've ever had. We've gotten 3 million viewers. My previous record was like 2.8. 21.3 thousand subscribers. I think my previous record was like 15 or 16. It's been disgusting. It's been disgusting. And it's because of you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching the channel, supporting the channel, commenting, subscribing, just kind of giving your overall opinions of it. It really fucking helps me out. So thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Zane, you're in for a treat because my streams are nothing like my videos. Gonna get really horny here. But Call, thank you again for that $5 donation for the TLDR, respect of our time, top tier content. It's, you know, it's weird because I've been doing that now for 6 years. I've been doing YouTube total for 8. And I think this is the first game where the TLDR has been like, a comment about it has been about 80-90% of the comments. A lot of the times it's like 20% of the comments because people appreciate it. I know they do. Yeah, but yeah, right, Jay? It seems like people like just now notice that I do it. Again, because I think more people are coming in to this angle for the first time. And I think that Morrowind or Elder Scrolls, more than almost any game I've covered, is such a like min-maxy type of game. So I think you're being exposed to so many different content creators, right? And okay, if you're not doing this best thing in Oblivion and you're not shaking hands with the devil, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I'll click. And I've watched a couple of videos where I'm like, they could have been, Jay, but like people are commenting on it. And my average view duration is actually, okay, my average view duration on all my Oblivion videos is longer than all of my BG3 videos, which is funny. Dude, sometimes you just gotta get exposed, baby. Let's go do Azura Star. I don't remember where it is. It's a good one to get. North of Chaden Hall. Okay, so it's up here. Little kind of spelunk. It's actually probably, I think it's like right around here, right? It's either in the lake or over in this region. But I honestly, we could just head east or southeast, we'll be fine. Where's a good place to get a black soul gem? You get one from the Mages Guild through its quest, I believe. Because you interact with necromancers in the Mages Guild. I can't remember 100%. Fuck yeah, Zarya. I mean, you know, dude, like... Chain Hall recommendation quest. There you go. That's how you get a... we can do that today, too. You know, Kyle, I wear tank tops all the time. But the time that I don't wear tank tops, people are like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Aren't you wearing a tank top? All right, I'll put a tank top on. So it's kind of become a meme for me. But unless it's like... I mean, I live in Southern California, so it has to be pretty... It's got to be a pretty particular, what's it called out for me to want to do that? A temperature out for me to want to put sleeves on. Oh, shit. I should go sell real quick. Hold on. You know, okay, I don't. Too close. I never remember the fucking button for this. There, it's F. Well, maybe I'll just fuck them up. Right. Doesn't it? It does have an FOV slider. Right here. Just changes things. Sorry, Popcorn Yummy. I used to weigh 300 pounds. I lost 100 pounds. And then at the end of that 100-pound descent, I got a nerve disease called Guillain-Barré syndrome. I recovered from that, but my body was like, you're not going to be keeping that hair, bub. So I lost my hair. I would never lie to you, brother. We got to sell, and then we'll go back out. Doesn't one of the houses have a vendor in it? I think it's the Rogue one? No. The Rogue one just has a vendor you can buy stuff from. Thanks, man. Yeah, I lost it. I lost a lot of that weight in my junior to senior year of high school. Actually, when I was playing this game. I got a good looking skull. That's why I'm bald. And dude, Talos. I think Talos is my favorite god. And oh, forgot what I'm doing. Ooh, let's just go right here. This should be fine. Yeah, I lost that, and then when I got into Olympic weightlifting is a weight regulated sport. So I lost even more weight during then because I had to stay at a certain poundage, right? 96 kilo at the time. Hi, hello.
I'm Suratan.
Okay.
Proud owner of Nova
Duratan.
A little piece of Heartland Empire here.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you guys, if anyone in chat right now is suffering from hair loss. You're like, oh man, you know, I'm losing my hair. I don't know what to do. You need to get rid of it.
That's a fair deal.
Trust me. If you just, I would always try to like, hide it with a hat. I played, no, I didn't go bald in high school and bald just out of college. I was going bald. I had hair like that, like my hand. I played baseball though. So hats were something that like naturally kind of fit my fucking chrome dome. But, go to Turkey. Dude, totem the hole, I've thought about it, but I actually I like my look. I think I have a good head. Come on, guys. Come on, stay mature. Stay mature. I said I have a good head. I didn't say I give good head. But if I did give head, it would be good because I'm not gonna suck at fucking, that's for sure. But
that's a fair deal.
When it like I held on to it for as long as I could, and I ended up just shaving it off. And immediately, well, I'm sorry, I buzzed it down. I buzzed it down to like right, whatever this is. And it changed my life. It changed my self-perception. It changed my confidence. So I can't recommend it enough. Just get the fuck rid of it. Because it's what's holding you back. If you're starting to bald and you're using hats to hide it, it's holding you back. And as soon as you do it, you're gonna be like, hey, I kind of like this.
That seems a fair price.
I could, my mercantile has increased. Yeah, it's nice for say for sure. I do, I wear sunscreen on my head all the time, but I also, if it's like super sunny out, I still wear a hat because I don't want to have like splotchy red head. I also have a skincare routine. Negotiation, bargaining, dickering. I was waiting for that. I need to do some dispel. This is my Death Knight build. There we go.
You drive a
So
hard bargain.
let me get a piece of pen and paper real quick to write these down. Any advice for upgrading mercantile? So your experience gain on mercantile is based off of the price of the item that you sell. Do you know how many wigs that I have, by the way? I have so many fucking wigs. I will wear a wig at a theater background, man. So I'll wear a wig fucking at the drop of a fucking hat. Someone will be like, hey, we're doing a I'll get a wig. Don't worry about it. Okay. I was going to say costume party, but fine. So mercantile experience gain is based off of the price of the item sold. It used to just be off of a flat rate. So people used to sell arrows. You say, when someone just says wig right now, it's hilarious for me. Of course I'm gonna fucking put a wig on. Of course. Do you want a drunky dunk? But if I keep this on for a little bit, people are like, oh, I didn't know you wore a wig. Or you didn't know you had a mullet. I didn't know you had a mullet. I don't use exploits, period, ever. It's just not fun. We've all done it once. And we're like, eh.
That seems a fair price.
But yes, mercantile is based off of the price of the item you sell. So it used to be that people used to just get a stack of arrows and sell arrows one at a time to the vendor. It was a flat rate of gain of experience gain. Now you just simply actually haggle with them, get good personality, and you could still actually do that with arrows. It's just way slower. But okay, for example, this is going to give me more experience than this. And let's show like actual, rather than me just saying it, right? Fortunately, we don't get to see what the actual number values are, what the actual thing is. So mercantile right here, we can see that it's like this little thing right there. We can see it's right there. So we're going to sell something that's higher priced.
talking to you. What?
Okay. Dude, I don't know why you're like this right now, man.
What can I interest you in?
Well, I almost put on my thing that helps me sell, so. Let's go here. Sell. Oops. All. Sorry. Let's sell this potion of grace.
That's a fair deal. Thank you for your business.
Now let's
Stop
back out.
talking.
Stop it, dude. God, that guy's aggressive. So we come back to Mercantile. Remember, it was right there. So that's how much, this is where it was. So that's how much experience we got. No, Jolly, that's just the game's mechanics. Exploits, I mean, would be something like duping. That's an exploit. So that's to show you what was that, like 32, 62, whatever that was. So let's sell something that's just a piece of shit, right? And we know that right here is our little hash mark on the bottom of these scales. That's where we're gonna start, kind of like 1:30 o'clock.
What?
And dude, you chill with your fucking behavior, bro.
Have a look at my wares.
No,
I'm
not with
sure
the way you're
something
treating me.
suits
I
you.
would like to be pampered. I want the white glove treatment. Well, let's just sell something that's just absolutely nothing, right? We'll sell all 10 of them because it's basically 10 versus the 32 or 62 of before.
Tell your friends about me.
Sure thing, as long as you don't be an
Then
asshole.
Leave me alone.
Okay, not gonna tell my friends about you. So you can see that barely moved it, right? It was before this little mark, now it's right after it. So you can see that selling a higher price point gives you more experience from Mercantile. Does that answer your question about Mercantile? I've heard acrobatics scales off of fall distance as well. I also acrobatics. So acrobatics now. I don't have acrobatics on my character. This is the fucking worst. There it is. So acrobatics now, you take much less damage when falling long distances. It used to be that you only got safe fall from acrobatics at a certain, I think it was 100. I think 100 was the break point. But now acrobatics, period, will do withstands falls. So it has a natural fall padding, I guess you could say. Use the stay till the end because it'll change your life thing. Oh, Jean Petit. Fuck, man. Couldn't imagine it. Oh, from South Africa. What's up, bro? How you doing? So what level are you immune to fall damage? Master, effectively. It's not outright immunity, though, I don't think. Okay, so the videos I have down here, you guys tell me if you want me to do more. Do you guys want a 45-minute exhaustive breakdown of every single thing that's changed in Remastered? I'm waiting to hear yes or no in chat. That's why I'm staring eagerly off to the side. One from a yes from a Papa Oxy, a hell yeah from Brian, who has a beautiful, is that a Dachshund or is that a Rottweiler? That's a Rot, I think. Roddy. I don't think that's necessary. Oh yeah, brother. So a lot of people said yes, and I can do that. I will give you the link to it so you can just read it if you want. If you guys want that link, I'll send it to you right now. I was gonna do a lockpick video. To show you that there is a vocal cue, an auditory cue, to let you know that the lock is okay to lock into place. It used to be more evident. So in OG Oblivion, when you push up a tumbler, it would make a slight rattling noise. And it's there now, but you kind of just have to sit there and go, like point your ear at the fucking speaker and go like click, 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 click. You're better off doing it visually. And I'm just not very good at lockpicking now. Is there a way to carry more loot? Yes, enchant feather on your armor. But I can do a lockpicking video. I can do an enchanting video that goes through how to make the strongest enchant specifically and show off. Because when I did those, the enchanting and the spellcrafting video, a lot of people didn't understand why weakness goes where it does in the creation of the spell or the item. So I can show that off with it the other way and with it the way it's supposed to be to give people an actual sense. Yes, I am Mojo playing the Death Knight build. So that, because I feel like I should have just fucking done that did that in the video, but I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to like show it off and like ruin it for people. Sometimes I get like too weird about not spoiling stuff. Fortify strength is the best way to increase your carry capacity. Yes, Ace. But if we're talking about like something that's quick, you could do on the easily, that's it. Feather is very fast to do. Fortify strength requires you to get fortify strength. Well, fortify the attribute. Potential bug with the Anvil player house quest. Let me know if you want to know more. I don't. Thank you though, Call. I don't like to talk about bugs and exploits. Speechcraft minigame. I suck at it. Did you see my video on it, Yvonne? I can do it right now because this guy fucking sucks.
I'm waiting. Stop talking.
It's technically it's better to do fortify strength, but it is cheaper to do feather. So.
What?
Hi. Also gets more damage, yeah. So basically, persuading just comes down to his face. You can jump up on this really easily by just doing a little bit of a bribe. But basically what you want to do is there's going to be 4 things right here. And in the direction, he's going to like one thing and dislike another thing. He's going to hate one thing and he's going to love one thing. So what you have to do is find the things he likes and basically try to make it so that the large bars occur on the things he likes and the small bars occur on the things that he dislikes. Both variations. So let's take a look. Doesn't like. Okay, he hates this, doesn't like this. He likes that. Okay, he loves coercion for some fucking reason. So let's boast here.
Done.
Joke
That's
there.
just not funny.
Admire
Don't
there.
waste your flat-
Coerce here.
No.
So that
You're
gave us a
frightening
net
me.
plus 10 because we strategically tried to place it so that those big bars land in the things that we want. After you do it once, we already know what his disposition is. So we can go ahead and press this button and those bars are going to color and show me the bright green is the thing he loves. The dark red, well, I guess it's actually a bright red, is the thing he hates. So we're going to press it again. Okay, I know he hates being admired. Well, coercion he likes more. That's weird. Should be the other way around. But we can do
I
this.
accept.
And
I have no choice.
you know what? Joke is small. We're going to do that
That's
there.
just stupid.
I fucked this up.
Ripped out toxins.
Yeah, I screwed that up. Whoopsies. But still, I netted 3. And yeah, you can just bribe them, but this won't go, this is limited by your personality. If your personality status is too low, this will, or not too low. 70 is about max for my personality is what I'm trying to say. So let me try again here. I don't know why that's green. I thought that green was supposed to be that that's something that he does not like. So we're going to do coerce because he loves this.
Whatever you want.
Admire because it's not good.
What nonsense.
Joke because it's not good.
That's
And
just
this.
well
So that
done.
netted us like 6 or 5. So it just kind of gives you a sense of how it works. Alex, what's up, man?
All right, I get it. You too.
That was a quick crash course in it for you.
I'm Surotan.
Okay, I need to sell more
Quality
shit.
goods for sale here.
Let's sell these
What can I
wolf
interest you
pelts. I should have put that thing back on. Don't know why I didn't. Oh, back.
That's a good deal. You've made a good bit of gold. You got a great deal there. You drive a hard bargain.
Deja hearts are fucking heavy. So is this mort flesh?
That seems a fair price.
Well, I should have been turning that into stuff instead.
That's a fair deal.
We're up to fine steel now, baby.
That's a fair deal.
I gotta go drop this in a chest somewhere. Drain agility on strike. I wish you could break down magic items in this game. Yeah, absolutely, Alex. Make the switch to Twitch. That's right, guys. If you are watching on YouTube, there's 144 of you bros watching here today. Make the switch to Twitch, and if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used, use it on me. Those things do really, really help me out. Oh. Okay.
Thank you. Come again.
Yes. Yeah, sure.
Bye.
Okay, so let's go over here to our mortar and pestle real quick. I don't know what we can make. Ugh.
A steadfast supporter.
Just leveling up our alchemy a little bit here. Oops. Not a lot, Arcane. I have not gotten a single primary level, not yet. Okay, bunch of resist poison ones. Okay. Yeah, let me do that. See, I don't have the other things in here to make these better restore health potions. So we'll go to the Mage's Guild real quick to grab those. I woke up last night, and I fall asleep to YouTube. I usually watch like some sort of like,
Another loyal
filters.
devotee.
Some sort of, usually a space.
Our modest
Hey,
fellowship
thank you for
expands.
subbing up with Twitch.
Praise the sub.
Some sort of history thing. Big on history, as you know. But I woke up to Oblivion soundtrack stuff, like the scenic soundtrack stuff that you can sometimes find.
Another loyal devotee.
Okay. So,
Another loyal devotee.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use that. Mage's Guild here is. I appreciate it, my man. You guys, Prime subs help me out a ton. Help me out a ton. Is this Mage Guild? No. Fighters Guild's down there. I think it's down here, isn't it? Oof. There it is. You might want to get the summon quest over here. Or the summon item. The summon spell.
Good to see you. Volinaro, at your service. Need a spell?
Yeah.
Need an item recharged?
Need you
a
to-
witty practical
Need you
joke?
to fix your wooden teeth.
Let's do business.
Oof. Can't afford that yet. But we should get this spell, right? Isn't there another one here too? I won't be able to cast it anytime soon, but he can die if you go to do a portion of the main quest, is all I will say.
Easy, Emil.
That's weird.
A new subscriber
Why, hello
arrives.
there.
Papa Oxy, man, what's up, dude? Thank you.
And if I can do anything, a recommendation. Well, of course. This is if you can be seeing you.
Is it counterproductive to use trainers every level with a revamp? No, I mean, you can definitely do that. Why not?
Well met.
What's new with you?
They say that King Helseth has made an alliance with House Stress. Together, they pick apart the carcass of ruined Indoril.
Why?
It seems that these are turbulent
I should be able to
times
loot
in
these.
the land of the Dunmer.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Oh, I forgot I'm out of lockpicks.
Good morning.
So I got stupid with something and I'm out of lockpicks now. There's nothing I couldn't remember. To cure effects damaging base stats. Do I have a spell here for it? Yes, there it is. We would cast Minor Dispel on myself because forgot I have got Drain Agility, Disease, Hell Joint. Oh, in this case, actually, it's I need to use Cure Disease, but otherwise you would do this. See that it's not going to work because I got to use Cure Disease. I don't think I have Cure Disease. We're going to use a potion for that. Good. 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 Would appear that I've gotten rid of the potion for Cure Disease. Or I've used it. You're praying out a temple. That's another one too. We go to my favorite god, Talos. That's kind of what I do usually. I get Martin to the Blades and I let him chill. But if you don't forward that quest, you don't have to really worry about it as much.
Good morning.
How goes it?
Hi. So that cured that effect. But otherwise, if it's not the result of a disease, you would use Dispel. Get rid of that. Red markers, yeah, it tells you right there. It said disease hell joint. Okay, so we're good to go. Okay.
A steadfast supporter.
Let me check our capacity. 170. We're still a little heavy. All these bullshit potions I just made that I have to go now sell. Let's go back here.
What is it, Sarah?
Have you seen Glistel and Melintus Anchorus together? Isn't it awful?
It is awful. Let's hear it.
Is this the best remaster you've ever played? Let's ask that question. I'm going to be also playing Onimusha, by the way, guys. I did a contract with Capcom.
What's going on with you?
Good, good,
I
good.
saw some mud crabs by the water recently. I steered clear of them.
Nasty.
They were like, hey, do you want to show off our new game? And I said, yes, I do. Dead Space, yeah, Dead Space was really good. Really good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this was a full-on remake, though, you know? Like, that one for... Shouldn't this be higher? Because I'm using all three. Oh. It's also over 3, it's over 12. So it's 3 hit points a second for 12 seconds. That's actually pretty good.
Their meat is right.
Safe travels.
Be seeing you.
What can I do for you? Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
I'm gonna sell him
That
his
seems a
own
fair price.
thing
A good
back.
price.
Feels fun for me.
You got a great deal there.
I know.
A good price for a good...
Agreed. Similar facial. They weren't good to begin with. Let's not like beat off my toes bushes. I know what I said. But they're definitely terrifying.
That's a good deal. Thank you for your business.
Yes, sure, right.
Goodbye.
Let's level up. Longer than 12 months. How deep are we into stream? 47 minutes in. Can't sleep here. But I can sleep here. I can open this. I can take that. To increase your magicka? Through like the stat, you mean, or what? Or experience in a thing. All right, so guys, we are at 60 and 60 intelligence and strength, 55 willpower. We have 57 endurance. Where are we putting our points, my bros? As always, when you watch my streams, I want you to feel like you have a stake in my campaigns, so you get to help choose which direction we put stats into. Nothing goes into luck. Ever? Nope. No, I'm not a luck character. We are a blade, heavy armor, then almost every school of magic. You want to increase your intelligence then. So what I do for that is, I usually will do like, and then I'll put like leftover points into here. It's usually how I do it. Like that would actually work. We don't need personality at all. It's really fun to see how different all of you play when I ask stuff like this. Some people will focus strength. We'll get like 3 or 4 people who will go, oh, nothing but luck. You have some people who go personality. It's always really funny. Not really, Tom, because it just falls off so well towards the end, so sharply towards the end game. We haven't put any in willpower for a long time. Is that going to bother anyone that's at 59? I mean, usually I would do this. And I just kind of let that stack up little by little by little by little. We'll do that. Yeah, instant strength are kind of like the 2 primary ones. Just because it's one of those is gonna, well, in strength and agility are your 3 primary ones, because one of those is going to increase your damage on something you're using for that ability, for your ability on your characters. But another question I have for you guys is, do we want me to make more build videos? Did you like the build video I did for the Death Knight? How can I help? How can I facilitate? I also have some more Baldur's Gate 3 videos I want to make. Giant Barbarian. We can make some builds too at the end of the stream too, if you guys want. Because I think a ranger build that is not a stealth archer would be kind of fun, using like illusion. Using like blades, light armor, marksman, illusion, stealth, security maybe. No, I won't do a Total War video for some time. Soon, C-Train. I made the actual build, so I just have to do it. I don't know if I would do illusion and mysticism though. And I feel like a pure mage build is not really fun. Yeah, cheese builds aren't good for me. I like fun thematic builds. That's why, like, I want to do a ranger that doesn't focus on stealth archer. Right, yeah, so I think it'd be really fun. You can't dual wield, right? But I think it'd be cool to do, I think actually, like, agility based for marksman and short swords, because it's going to increase both the damage. But I think what I do want to do is something with maces, because maces are new. Blunt has been changed is what I meant, sorry. I mean, we should probably go in it, right? Even though we're trying to go do a 0-star. Jamal, the effectiveness is going to drop to 90. It's going to be 95% by the time you're at like 50. What we're using illusion for would be invisibility, chameleon, opening stuff. Like illusion is not really an offensive one. Alchemy, yeah, alchemy. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I also have a video idea. I'll write this down. For skip these skills. Basically skills that I don't think you should take as major skills because they naturally increase on their own quite quickly. Athletics, acrobatics, stealth kind of. Alchemy. There's another one I just can't think of. And security. I don't think you should take security as a main skill. Or really actually even speechcraft. Because of the fact that you're increasing the rate at which it levels, and it already is out of there's some of the skills that just naturally increase very quickly. So just playing the game, you level those up to 100 within a handful of hours. And those are a bunch of like superficial bloat on your level. But we have found, right, that let me see here. 12.5. Leveling does not work off of your major stuff anymore, right? Leveling system change. There we go. Minor skills provide 12.5% less experience, making major skills the fastest way to level up. That I guess is not actually true. Old Knight, who's like an OG Oblivion YouTuber, tested this using the actual console, and he found that there's no difference, even if it visually looks like a difference. So major skills and minor skills don't level you up any different. It's supposed to be that minor skills level you up less, but it's not actually working like that. So probably some sort of bug. I think the problem with security is, I think if you've never played the game, security is a great skill to take as a major skill. If you've played the game and you know what to do with a specific Daedric artifact, then I think that security is not a good one to take, because you're going to get that artifact and you're just going to fuck yourself up by just blitzing tons of security skill gains. You know what I mean? Also, guys, remember, if you're watching on YouTube, make the switch to Twitch and go ahead and use your Prime sub on me, because it helps me. Guys, we have gotten, I couldn't even tell you how many total conversions we've got on this game for those of you that purchase using my affiliate link. So thank you so much if you did. It's like I've gotten 16, 13, 25, 26, 20, 18, 16, 17, 14, 8, 5 today. And to give you an idea of what that converts to for me, the game off of Fanatical is either 31 or 38 pounds. I get either $2.50 or $3 pounds. Converts roughly to like, what, $3 or $4 per sold. Yeah, but you know, like, if I did a video like that, you son of a bitch. If I did a video like that, if I say like, hey, these aren't really good skills to take as your major skills, I think providing the sentiment like, hey, the reason I don't like these as I gotta get better spell summons as majors is because it can level you up, right? And it's a perfectly legitimate thing. But I also don't want to ruin someone's experience, right? Like, if you want to take it, then fucking take it. It's not gonna it's not really gonna like hurt your game so bad that you just like can't have a good time or whatever. I just think like, if you want to think of it like, hey, yeah, like I'm stuck on major skills, you can safely remove them as options and not hurt the character's progression. Like, I think that's maybe the better way to word it, right? Because if I say don't take these major skills, you might level your character up too much and break it. It's not like that anymore, right? It's not as punishing as it once was before. So I think if I word it under that auspice, that you can take it, you're gonna be fine, but your character will level up faster and the game might be a little bit more challenging for you. And you can always just tweak the difficulty. But maybe you're brand new and you're like, shit, dude, I need to take 7 and I've got acrobatics in my build. And I say, well, acrobatics is just going to level up very quickly on your own. You don't need to take it. Oh, okay, cool. That frees me up to take me something I want. Take something I want now. I think that's kind of the way to do it, right? Is that the way you guys would want to hear it worded? Yeah, 100%. I think that's one thing that like I always try to emphasize, right? Is like, dude, this is a single player fucking narrative game. Who cares? And even in a multiplayer game, like who fucking cares? Like if you like using a shitty weapon that's off meta, who gives a shit, dude? You're not. Can I fucking just say? Can I say? No one in this chat. I got 189 people, myself included. We'll put us up to 190. None of us are MLG players. None of us are making money off of playing a video game for like performance, right? I'm not in the Overwatch League. I'm not a StarCraft a Major League gamer. So who gives a fuck if you're playing with an off meta whatever? Like the whole meta min-max conversation is like low-key one of the most cringy things to hear people talk about, because I think that let's get into the weeds of this. Let's peel this back. I'm an MLG player, a massively lazy gamer. So if you kind of think of the trajectory of being a gamer, a video gamer specifically, you went from the height of unacceptance. You are not an accepted member of society because you fucking play video games. They're spawned by Satan. That used to be an adage. If you played if you were an older gamer, such as myself, you know what I'm talking about. And then games like World of Warcraft and Call of Duty jettisoned gaming into a socially accepted sphere. There was a glory. If anyone in here is Gen Z, you were not part of the best time of gaming when people played video games without a meta in mind and they had fun and it was socially acceptable. It was like 2006 to 2012, 2014. You had this beautiful bracket. FIFA too, but Darkness, FIFA wasn't one of the ones that really launched it. I would say Call of Duty and World of Warcraft really, really did. And then FIFA and Madden carried the torch for a lot of those backyard bros. This is a great take, Popcorn Yummy. You just jumped in the middle of it and said bad take. Saying bad take is a bad take. And then you have the next generation of that. You have Fortnite, you have Minecraft, and people pick that up. And those are great games in and of themselves, but then there becomes a culture that becomes so wound up in those games that starts to then push back against the social acceptance of those things. And it goes from people accepting people playing video games was not a big deal. Like, I remember I was like, yeah, I play video games. People were like, cool, that's fucking awesome. To now, it's ostracized again. It's been this weird valley and up into a hill where now we're back at a point where video games are starting to become more and more ostracized. And I think the overcompensation for that is to talk like above people's heads about your level of expertise in it. Dude, I would never play with that gun. As dog water's trash, dude. Like you use this fucking TikTok lingo. It matches inflation. Now that Popcorn is a good take. And I think it's a really weird thing that's happened with gaming recently. Like I went from being accepted for playing video games because I play a fucking shit ton of them to again being like, oh, you play video games, huh? I'm like, the fuck is this? The fuck is this? I'm a 37 fucking year old man. I'm not in high school. Don't fucking throw it at me that I play fucking video games. You don't know what it's like. Maybe you do. If you're in your mid to late 30s, and I don't tell people I run a YouTube channel because I'm single in my mid to late 30s. And I think when people hear that I run a YouTube channel, that I own a YouTube channel, that I'm a YouTuber, they think, oh, a hobby. And I don't think that they hear I make money doing what I do. I have a single bedroom apartment on my own. I don't have a roommate. So in Southern California, I'm not rolling in it by any stretch of the imagination. I don't have a car payment because I've owned my car for 10 years, you know, like I live very, very like Spartan, hence the name, but like I support myself. I originally I was at a point where like, okay, I can do this for now because I'm single. I can't support a family. I can support a family now. I'm good. But I think people hear that and they think, oh, he plays video games. He's got a toxic addiction to them. Anyone who's in this chat probably too is of a type of gamer that is, you've been doing this a long time, right? This isn't a casual thing for you. And I think the Call of Duty gamer, the FIFA gamer, the Madden gamer, not there's anything wrong with those gamers, but they're casual, so they don't have like the brain split. How many of you in this chat just say yes or no can hold a full-fledged conversation with concentration on what they're talking about, as well as completely playing the game flawlessly as if you weren't talking? Because for me, that's a yes. I can listen to you full on and play. It's how I can stream and read chat. And I think it's part of, it's part of just like, I was born and raised in this, right? Like You know, like, you were born in the darkness. I was born in the darkness. Is it okay if gaming is your only hobby? Let me ask you this, Tom. For people, and you know, I don't think it's a bad thing if you can't. I'm saying that the people that are saying yes right now, you probably have been playing games long enough that, yeah, it's how I did Destiny raids. That it's a skill you've propagated. Yes, Canuclo just said it's a skill for sure. It's a skill I've propagated across all the years of playing. Versus, I think a casual gamer doesn't build that into their gaming process. So that's why there's this toxic relationship between gaming and relationships, where it's like, all he does is fucking play fucking video games, and I can't fucking talk to him because he's not fucking paying attention. Where it's like, yeah, you could have a full-fledged conversation with me on the phone and you wouldn't know I was gaming unless I told you. But the question of, is it okay for gaming to be your only hobby? And when I say hobby, I'm removing something like gym and fitness from it, because that's obviously a big thing for me. But I think it is okay because people are okay watching Netflix as their only fucking hobby. They get off work and they go home and watch Netflix. And they just wait for the next day to begin. That's a psychopath. And they just sit on social media scamming on people, you know, like, I don't get it. Full-time dad writing philosophy thesis while playing BG3. I think majority of gamers usually, and I mean too, what's gaming has become such a social thing, right? Like, well, that's my point, right, Tom? That's my point. To be frank, it is. Tom says it's no worse, probably better than people who do nothing other than watch films and TV. It's 100% that. If you go home and just watch TV, your brain's not engaged. There was a study that they did on students that were playing specifically MMOs, because it was around the launch of, I don't know why I'm holding a pen, around the launch of WoW, and security dissertation. What they found is that students that played MMOs over the course of a summer break retained their, I don't want to say frontal lobe development because that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, mathematics is a depreciating skill set. If you don't exercise your mathematics, your computation skills drop a little bit. So critical thinking, basic arithmetic and computational skills, and critical and like, not critical thinking, but like be able to analyze a piece of paper and regurgitate what it means back. That process. Those stayed the same or increased over a summer break because of the small little computations you have to do when you're playing an MMO. Like the economy you have to get involved in, doing basic math for any of your build stuff, trying to critically analyze where a quest wants you to go, reading something and processing it and doing stuff. So it's pretty funny. You executive function, that's a good one. You could make the counter argument though that like anyone who did that, where did their social skills go at the same time, right? So it's kind of an interesting kind of dichotomy between those things. Yeah, Rory, I was actually talking to my friend Chris about this last night, and he plays with his brother's friends, and they're all in their mid to later 40s. Chris and I are in our mid 30s, and he was like, dude, I'm worried because they're talking about certain games and how the game's just too fast for them, and they can't keep up, like they could never play a Call of Duty and so on and so forth. And he's like, is that what's coming for me? And like in 10 years, am I not going to be able to play those things? I'm like, no. I think realistically, those people didn't. I said, how new are they into gaming? So they only started playing video games in the last like 6-7 years. I'm like, yeah, because that reaction time, that eye-hand coordination that's attached to first-person shooters is a depreciating skill set again. And if you're not playing it, then you'll lose it eventually. My reaction times haven't really gotten any worse. But what's interesting, if you look at the statistics for anyone who does MLG again, if you're on the Overwatch League's prime ages are like 17. They'll bring you in and you're like pretty much like, oh, you stay over there in that part of the house because you're not 18 or older. 17 to 21. And then after that, the natural, like, I think it said like calcification in your hands. That didn't sound right. but your hands move slower as you age naturally. It's just kind of a thing. Their actions per minute would drop as their age would go down, but what would happen is their cognitive capability to think outside of a box would expand, because when you're 17 to 21, you don't have that ability as well as you do in your 20s. So all of the coaches for MLG teams are typically former players in their mid to late 20s, which is a really cool thing. Is like, okay, their hands, they physically cannot move as fast anymore, but now they can actually think outside of they can develop strategy, which their younger counterpart couldn't, which is really interesting. Did you think that we would get into this fucking level of weird shit today? I did, because I know that when you get on my streams, it's gonna be a shit show. Your frontal lobes stopped developing, I think at like, what, 26 or something? We always do get into weird shit, my bros. Kirazan, it doesn't matter if you're late, you're here now. We're gonna get into some cock, don't worry. Cock talk doesn't happen on my stream, it's not a stream. Maximize to go through your frontal lobe, dude. Just start fucking shucking your penis. There we go. Cock talk. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is kind of wild, right? How a lot of those things kind of expand over time. Like the concept of IQ is another really funny thing. Oh, fuck. Don't do it. Come on, your shield's not coming up fast enough. So, like, IQ is one of those things where people correlate IQ as intelligence, but IQ is pattern recognition. Your ability to see patterns in data sets, in series of shapes and sizes and such like that. Someone with a high IQ typically correlates to higher intelligence because usually they have a higher capacity to consume, and usually intelligence is linked to that, but it's not necessarily a measurement. And what's funny about IQ is, if you were to take someone who has a 150 IQ right now, I'm using a term like 150, I'm just using a random number. If you were to take a look at IQ, yes, it's 183. IQ of someone who has a 150 IQ 40 years ago, their IQ would actually be higher. 150 now is higher back then because IQ is on a sliding scale now because of our access to education. I think I read something that was like, for the first time in forever, it's dropped. So people often correlate it, but people that are typically on Spectrum, not the internet provider, have high IQs because they typically will have good pattern recognition. So I mean, in my typical fashion of having enough running knowledge, let's talk about some poop. The other day I was at the bar taking a poo, and to be polite, I lit a match because, you know, smelly. Well, I shake the match out, and while I'm sitting, I drop the still very hot match between my legs into the toilet. One guess what the match lands on? Your balls. Or was the tip of your dick or your balls? Don't these shoot at me? It depends on how comfortable you are at the bar, man. Like, if you're comfortable at a bar, you'll take a poop anywhere. Oh, did I summon something? I can't remember, dude. I haven't seen one of these in fucking 9 million years. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, they're everywhere. They're shooting. They're shooting. I can't remember what I can do. Can't I get rid of them? Can't I shut them off? It's been so long since I've fucking seen one. Don't I shoot at them? No, I guess not. I can't, dude. Yeah, right? Can't you?
A steadfast support.
Aha! Oh, Kevin, what's up, man? Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make that switch to Twitch. Come on over. And if you have a Prime sub United use it on me. And if you're going to stay on YouTube, make sure you like the stream. That does help with my discoverability. Do we want to do a giveaway today? There's 224 of you on, and I have a free fucking code for Oblivion Remastered. No, I didn't mean to grow the beard out. I've been trying to go back to... Do I go to a mustache again? That's the real question.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you
You
with
pastor
determination.
tone? Good lord, dude. Don't do that to me. I'm trying to show pics. Just fucking come in here with James Hetfield fucking handlebars on. Seraphim, thank you so much for 7-up. Do very much appreciate it. Where's this picture? Seraphim. Put it on my drive. Ball with an overbuild. Thank you. Thank you, dude. I'm not trying to look hard in this picture, by the way. Not like penis hard. I just so happen to not be in a good mood right after getting it trimmed. My friend was like, let me see it. Here you go. Actually, I think I sent it to my mom. She was like, here. Do we go back to this? Does this happen again? Do we go back to the mustachio? Or do I stick with the beard? I mean, I've had a beard for ages. So I know what I want to do. Sometimes, I mean, I don't have fucking hair. So I like to mix it up a bit here and there. Beard, dude. Beard it is. People have voted beard. I'm definitely not trying to look hard. I do not do that. Like, I don't do that like you do, Frank. I know you're out there just trying to like get your like, yeah, I got a fucking tattoo, whatever, dude. I think if I did the stash again, I would get rid of facial hair, period, and just go completely babyface. Frank out there just like, yeah, I listen to Slipknot, I don't give a fuck. I know you too well, Frank. You want to look like the Pringles guy? I would have settled for the Monopoly, dude, but Pringles guy also works. Looks like a Tinder profile pic. God, no, dude. If anyone here has, who's on a dating app? Anyone, if you're on a dating app, let me know. Put it in, say yes right now. If you want me to, we will talk about your dating app profile if you want. Is there a flesh pot out here? No. Oh, there's a flesh pot out here. Not actively, says Beef Panda. Well, any dude here who's on a dating app, do not have any pictures of you with sunglasses on that is within the first 3 available pictures. You can have sunglass pictures, but they can't, they have to, you have to have a picture with your face clearly fucking visible. Or else you just get swiped on, regardless. Like, nope. The punished. Isn't there, yeah, there it is. It's not looking good. Gotta show when you look like blasted. Yeah, just have one of you just fucking throwing up in your own hand.
Another loyal.
I had a monocle. Dude, you think I fucking won't? That's the problem. Worth start enchanting armor and weapons as soon as you unlock it, Everwind, which should be like around your level, right? If you start doing the Mage Guild recommendation quests, you'll unlock all the ability to enchant and make spells pretty quickly, right? So don't. I have not, and I probably will not. I've watched it though. It looks really cool. Oh, okay, that's... Did you hear the rumor that... That they're redoing, they're doing a remaster of, Chrono Trigger has been leaked. Oh, that's right. I don't know, Jem. My brother sent it to me. I didn't get a chance to read the article. I would love that though, man. Like, that's one of my favorite RPGs. You know, Eagles, I don't think it really has, but I think it has. I think it's fallen in line with what we expect from a remaster. I think who set the bar for remaster was Ocarina of Time, because, well, what a remake is, right? A remaster is, hey, I've taken the game and I've upscaled it. A remake is I've rebuilt it brand new in a new engine. And that's what this is. This is a remake. But Ocarina of Time created that expectation for a remake, that, hey, I'm rebuilding it in a new engine. And that's what we're getting right here, right? With all the same like quirks and charm of its predecessor. I will say, this is the level of quality that I expect from Bethesda. Right? That's the most important thing about this, I think. Like, cool, great. You showed me that you can do something cool again. Don't fucking piss me off. Can I set those things off? I don't remember anything anymore, dude. So the Heroes of Might and Magic remaster is coming out. It's called Heroes of Might and Magic Old World, Old Era, something like that. Ah! Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out really soon. It looks great. It looks great. You know what I want is a Might and Magic 6, 7, or 8 remaster. I don't know, Beef Panda. It's been taken off air, then brought on, taken on and off like 4 or 5 times. So I don't even know if it's fucking happening anymore. Olden Era, thank you. It's just a new installment in the old universe? Okay. So it's not like a remaster then. It's just gonna be like Might and Magic 7. Well, 4. I think 4 was in the old era too, right, Ace? Might and Magic is great. Might and Magic is just like this. Kind of just like this. But you have a party. I gotta play Tainted Grail. I have Tainted Grail. The company emailed me and sent it to me, so I gotta really play that. Stop it. Gotta check over here first. This is a big Oblivion gate. Or does this all just go the same way? No, it does not. So we were over there. I think that goes all the way around to this big guy. No. That goes over there. Damn, I'm fucking lost. It just had a big launch. It's 0.9 launch last month. So I gotta check it out. We did that one. Came from over there. I suppose. I don't know. I don't think it's really had the Oblivion treatment. It's had upscaling. What up, Zylan? How you doing, dude? I don't know though, to be honest. Like Skyrim, I like Skyrim, but I think I like Oblivion more. I played so much more Oblivion than I did Skyrim. I did one big playthrough of Skyrim and that was it. I've done maybe 5 or 6 playthroughs of Oblivion over all these years.
Another loyal devotee.
Shit. Yeah, that's the big thing is I like the world of I like the land of Cyrodiil more than I like Skyrim. So if you attack your summoned creature 3 times, it will then attack you. I mean, Skyrim, I think people get on Skyrim's ass for its story, but I think the concept for Skyrim's story is really cool. The concept of what the Dovahkiin mean, how the Dovahkiin have had a lineage that has been broken, how you are a restoration of that lineage to then bring the Nords back around to like, not hegemony, or hegemony, but restore like the Nords. You want to add? Yes. I always thought that was a really cool concept. And the Dovahkiin in general are really cool, right? You can talk to fucking dragons. Dragons are back for the first time in the series, right? Like, Skyrim has a lot of really cool, really good power fantasy. A lot of really cool benchmarks in it. Morrowind is cool though too, because who are you in this? You're really nothing. You're really no one. But Morrowind and Skyrim borrow from the same thing of being like a diminished god in some way, shape, or form. What's the name of it? You're the Varfendel is the island, but you're like the Varfendir or whatever. Yeah, Morrowind for sure is really fucking weird. What's up, Ralph? Like, Morrowind is out there. You're like, oh, okay. Like, dude, when you see the fucking clickety-clack Dwemer for the first time, because you read nothing about the fact that the Dwemer are dead, they're gone, they don't exist anymore, they dug too deep type of thing. It was really like, whoa, who's this? Naravarine. There you go, Naravarine. And then it's like you see that fucking Dwemer guy and he's like, Wardenfell? Okay, thank you. I didn't know that's how it's pronounced. I thought it was Varfendel. I like how I thought it was Varfendel. Where's that second F coming from? Now, Wardenfell is really interesting. Like, it's okay. It's a lot of like weird stuff. But I think what's big, or what I don't like about Wardenfell, is I don't like the biome. You know, like you have, it's like it's not swamp, but it's like tropical, swampy, charnel, lava wasteland. Because that's what the fucking continent is. It's kind of in the same way, like snow biomes are always my favorite biomes in any video game. But Skyrim was too much snow. It was like, okay, this is snowy wasteland. This is icy wasteland. Here's snowy capped peaks. Here's a snowy forest. And that's it. I'm like, oh, okay. Whereas Cyrodiil has it all, right? You go up north to Bruma, because that's the part that connects in with Talos, and there's a bunch of wars that happen between that pass between Cyrodiil and Skyrim. It's why, like, it's where the Dovahkiin initially kind of get their big like presence. And Dovahkiin, if I remember correctly, are connected to the Amulet of the Kings, and it's why there's such an interplay with dragons and the Dragon Emperor and all that. It's Cyrodiil was ruled over by a Dovahkiin at one point, right? Can someone help correct me on that? I think that's what it was. And that's why there's such a stressful relationship between the two. So you have all that relationship, which is really cool. Bruma's awesome. Anvil is cool if you want like a really cool like beachfront. You can have swampy fucking nothing in Leowen. You've got just the first Uriel's line was a Dovahkiin thing. I think that's it too. The line of Talos is Dragonborn. Yes. See, I kind of know my stuff. So it's like you look at this map. This is all snow. This is like lush plains. This is a fucking beach. This is all terrible, horrible fucking swamp. This is foothills, mountains, you know? And I think that's why I like Cyrodiil so much. Stream died? Not on my end. Die for any of you guys? Oh yeah, just me. Okay, good. Do you think developers need to pay attention towards making games better optimized? Looking at Oblivion, it can look nice, but is incredibly demanding. I think optimization in video games is a problem that we will continue to see for as long as AAA companies forget that gamers play their games and provide the bankroll for which they exist. And until that fixes itself, until boards start to realize, start to think, like, the problem is you need to get a board to try to think differently. And a board needs to start thinking, not the Borg, the board of investors. They have to stop thinking dollars and cents. That means when boomers die. But my point is, as long as there is a monetary goal for any game to hit, optimization will constantly be seen as a on the wayside thing. you'll only have indie developers, which, think about it, Larian is an indie developer, who will prioritize that. They will prioritize those things. You're right, Jay. They will put that in because they don't want to deal with it. It's just because of they're indie. They're an independent developer. That's the title for an indie. And that's what I mean. Like, if you are because it has to do with the history of the relationship between publishers and developers. And because publishers started to purchase developers in the turn of the millennium, it started to fuck all of game development up. Whereas previously, developers would pitch their concepts to publishers and publishers would agree. And they used to have a tenuous contract that would say, okay, we're kind of bound under you, but not really. And then when they started getting purchased, thanks EA, it started to fuck everything up. And it's why so much game development has been bound by corporate bureaucracy and red tape. As things have started to push away from the developer-publisher relationship, because publishers aren't a needed thing anymore. It used to be that you'd use a publisher because they would be able to bankroll your marketing, they'd bankroll your logistics, and they'd bankroll your actual warehousing and fulfillment. We don't have physical media by and large for video games much these days, unless it's on console. And even then, the split for digital to physical media has shifted in the last 6 years. So the result is the publisher's diminishing presence in the video game development world, which I think we'll start to see a shift away from in the next like 5 years. And that's another thing too, right? Is AAA a publicly traded? Typically, yes. A AAA company is a publicly traded company that is either a single developer under a publisher or a publisher that owns multiple development houses. An example would be Creative Assembly is a AAA development house or studio owned by Sega, which is also a publicly traded entity. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it is. It has to be because I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what I'm fucking saying. They should come to my stream where I just talk on my ass for 4 hours. Does it show that I have a passion for video game development and its history? Where are you, little scamp? Quite literally. Oh, you son of a bitch. You threw a fucking... Oh my god. One. Well, I think it's also, I lived it, right? Like, I lived it. I was in the industry on the retail side, and I've learned so much about how much money is skewed and thrown away. Not thrown away, but how much money like actually reaches the retailer and how much money actually reaches developers and publishers. I don't know, Popcorn. I don't know. I can't give you any accurate estimation of what Bethesda's doing, because you see a game like Starfall and it feels so removed from the conversation of what Bethesda fans have been asking for in their video games for the last 10 years. And then you see Oblivion and you're like, wow, maybe they do fucking listen. So that's the weirdest thing. Like Starfield, yeah, what did I say? Starfall? Starfield. I always call it Starfall, which sounds like a James Bond movie. So they just, it just depends on the house, because this isn't done by Bethesda, right? It's done by Virtuoso. What the fuck's the name of this? The dev house that does this? I think as long as what's his name likes the smell of his own farts, it's going to be pretty rough. I knew you'd be down here. I'm out of repair hammers, brother. No, it's what's the company doing this? Virtuoso, Virtuosity, Dance Gavin Dance, something like that. I don't know. Sneak shoes. Yeah, I'm of the mindset that ES6 is going to not be good, which is unfortunate. No, you can have multiple magical spells. You can only have one up at a time. That's when you want to use those hotkeys to swap around. Star Dick. Absolutely woke. Happy to help you, dude. Didn't I already do this one? No, didn't. Okay, we dead. I just don't think it'll. I think it'll borrow all the things no one wanted it to borrow, and then not improve any of the things everyone wanted it to improve. Remaster has a nostalgia factor attached to it. I think the biggest problem with Elder Scrolls games is what I'm doing right now. Is this combat is very boring. For anyone who's coming into the series for the first time. I mean, Elder Scrolls is one of my favorite series, so it's easy for me to go, yeah, I love this game. I played it so much, and there's nostalgia attached to it, and so on and so forth. So, but this is, for all the things that people don't like about Avowed, it actually brings the combat style of this specific style of RPG up. Apparently, though, Tainted Grail has a really good style as well, so we need to see that. You know, another thing I didn't like about Skyrim was the Altmeri Alliance or whatever. It just felt really shitty. I was like, these are the people that are like oppressing the Nords? Just a bunch of wankers? Like, no. Almor, yeah. Isn't that called the Altmeri Alliance? Outward, no. I've heard it's really good though. Altmeri Dominion. I think I've made up my own name, thank you very much. It's just on Adept. Expert and Master are too overtuned right now. I'm waiting for a patch to bring them a little bit more in line. Have them actually be fun. Other than just like, great, now everything has 1 million more health and you will get more experience killing just one thing because you have to swipe at it 1 million times. Search. Yeah, we can. $43, wait, we can't. Dude, the weight on those items too is so fucking ridiculous. It's the main gate. I played Sekiro, yeah. Leave me be. Leave me be. Not your friend. Oh man, we're almost 50 blades, baby. I like ESO. There was a point when I wanted to go back to Skyrim, but instead I decided to try ESO, and I was like, let's scratch the itch. This got done what I wanted it to do. Definitely easy, for sure. Yeah, that's a bug that's been introduced with the remaster. You son of a bitch, get out of here. Dude just fucking bitch slapped him. You know, I will say though, the fact that your health regenerates now does make it so that it's a lot less like, you're less reliant on restoration. and potions, which I like. No, if you want that kind of content, Eagles, I'd recommend Deltia. Deltia is like the ESO YouTube god. No, I don't play on Master. Master is no fun. Yeah, Deltia has a great channel, and he has a really cool website that I want to copy. Yeah, see, I don't want to build my character in a certain way to make a difficulty harder. That's no fun. I want to build my character how I want, and I want the difficulty to scale better. Of course, man. Oh, I appreciate it, man, but you know, I mean, I watch YouTube video game stuff, and Deltia is who I watch, and he has just such a vast understanding of the game. He's been playing it for years. That's all he ever did, and he diversified into other RPGs, which was good. It was good for him because he has a really good knack for doing it, for doing content. He's a very personable guy, and I was stoked to see him do BG3 alongside me. Not like technically it's competition, right? But I was stoked to see him doing videos for it. Are there any channels you know? I do not know about Box of Cereal. I'm sorry. Because the game, is there something specific you want out of Master difficulty? Like, what are you looking for, Box of Cereal? And we can talk more about it. The reason we started this playthrough on Master, we brought it down because of the way the Master difficulty scales the game. It's not fun. It strictly reduces your damage and increases the monster's health to a disproportionate amount. So it just stops becoming an enjoyable experience. Most people have turned their game off of Master until a patch comes out. Because if there's a patch, once they fix it through a patch, it'll be fine. And what's happening too is, if you play on Master, you get two things. Everything is a damage sponge, as Frank just said. But what's happening too is your levels are going up quicker. Because your experience with, say, blades, for example, is dependent upon how much damage you hit something, you'll get experience. And the result is you get more experience faster. Couldn't hang anymore. Other than spell stacking, I was just curious if it's somehow playable. I don't really have a good reason. No problem. I just wanted to help you if you were looking to see like, hey, I want to buy the game. What's Master like? I just wanted to help break open Master for you. So if you're at level 20 and you can't hang anymore, it's because you have to start getting into like the cheesier mechanics. Yeah, Master difficulty equals 6 times damage taken by you, and you deal 1/6 of the damage done. So you have to start using cheesy mechanics like stealth archery and really having fun with that. But stealth archery got its damage nerfed hard. Yeah, we are on Adept. And you'll have to start doing enchanted spells that are spell stacking. You'll have to do enchanted spells that have invisibility baked into them. You'll have to go buff all your skills by doing cheesy enchant spells. Yeah, you just have to use a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's all about enchanting. Yeah, summons are really good. Conjuration is really strong in Master. What kind of build do you want, Brayden? That's what I was asking. What builds do you guys want me to make? Yeah, you have to have Conjuration for like that middle game, that early game. Oops, sorry, little buddy. I can tell you guys where to get this sword if you want it. Does everyone in chat want to know where this sword is? I I don't want to tell, I don't want to ruin it if you guys don't want to know. I did not make a pure mage build, but pure mage build would be like intelligence and endurance or willpower, and then all the mage schools. I can make a paladin build for you guys if you want. The Spellblade is my Death Knight build. Here, let me do this. We can find this whatever we want to. There we go. I don't want to. I don't like ruining those things. Let me put Spellblade in the name of this thing. I put Death Knight Battle Mage build. Should I put Spellblade in here? I don't know if it's gonna hurt my fucking. Where analytics, reach, click-through rate is 8.4%. We will test it after this stream to see where it goes. 7.6 is the actual one. If you want a Spellblade build, here you go. I can do a Paladin build for you guys. The hard goes, maybe playing adept, but don't boost endurance to boost strength. But yeah, you know, man, like, I just don't want you to not build your character how you want. So maybe try expert for a little bit. Who here in chat? Yeah, they're more aesthetic choice than anything. Because we found that there's supposed to be a modifier between major and minor, and it's a bug right now. So hopefully that'll get fixed. It's supposed to be that minor skills gain experience 12.5% slower. I'm sorry. That they apply 12.5% less experience towards your overall level. Apparently, according to Old Knight, who tested it using the console, that is not the case. Well, I think Carter, rather than doing that, I want expert and master to just be toned down. Like 6x is so stupid. Like do 3 and 1. 3 like 1.5 and 3. 1.5 and 3. I have to do I take 1.5%, 1.5x more, and I do what would it be, 50% less? All right, so we got 257 people here watching right now. If you're watching on YouTube, please do make the switch to Twitch. That does help me out quite a bit. And if you have a Prime sub that you've not used, use it on me. But 257 of you watching. How many of you, is this the first time you've ever watched one of my streams? I want smarter AI, not even a more flaccid noodle. Talk about that penis dick.
Another loyal devotee.
Team Rocket Randy. I thought it said Rock Steady. I was like, dude. Kirzan, you fucking lying bastard, dude. Long time viewer, first time stream watcher. God damn, you know you're lying to me, Jay.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Jamal just subbed up with Prime. Thank you so much. Yes, you can get that sword at level 4. I don't want to tell you where it is, Kevin, because people have said in the stream that they don't want to know. I don't even know how to give you a hint.
Steadfast support.
It's in one of the houses that is unlocked as part of DLC. I'll say that. That helps. It's like axolotl, so jamalotl. All right. Ken, what is up, man? That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hydrates for you assholes. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you want to know where it is, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone, it's called the Dragon Sword of Lane Lin. Just go ahead and look that up. God, no. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Katsura. Yeah, you can for sure. If you are gonna stay on YouTube, there's no problem with that at all. The only reason is because I really like Prime subs, they just give me money. I'm not lying to you guys. I know I did Little Bull, but I didn't want to do it on the video, on the stream when people don't want to see it. It's also not, it's not like too big of a, it's not too big of a spoil too, because it's not like, I'm not like, you gotta go do this quest. Like, it's a pretty easy spot. Yeah, Prime subs, I get, now I'm in a different income bracket. I now get $3 per Prime sub.
Another loyal
Feels okay, Popcorn.
devotee.
It feels faster. In general, it feels leveling now feels way quicker. Enjoyed the 3. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, dude. If you type in Y Twitch, because I used to only stream on YouTube. Yeah, a normal sub or a gifted sub gives me more. But I switched to Twitch because there's a culture for Prime subs. I make about $1,000, and that pays like half of my fucking rent, dude. It's huge. It's so important for me. You enemies are nearby.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
Can give out 5. Thank you, dude. Let's drop all of them.
New
Fuck it.
subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
It's true. We can all listen to Sleep Token. God, that new album comes out like I think on Tuesday.
Praise the sub.
Which, if you think about it, that goes towards Roman.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Dude, it's kind of paralyzed and fucked.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Thank you, Ken. Appreciate it, man. Roman's asleep down here. Passed the fuck out. He was playing with his favorite Belgian Malinois and German Shepherd friends today.
Devotee.
Yeah, pays for the dog. Pays for his house dog rent.
Another loyal devotee.
You cannot enchant arrows now. I also, I feel like I'm on the right spot. Work battle mage field, nothing wrong with it. Do it. I think one thing I don't like, I don't remember Daedric items being this heavy. Oh, dude, my rent is 2,800. It just went up. I gotta get another summon after this. Remember we wanted to get Azura Star and we, oh! It's why I fiend so hard on, people are like, oh, you play video games, you work for yourself. I'm like, no, dude. I play video games, sure, but like it's not my job. My job is to learn the video game so I can explain it to people. And then I have to work my cock off. Because if I don't work, I don't get PTO, right? So I have to, like, people are like, oh, we're gonna go do this trip. Do you want to do this trip? I'm like, I can't. And they're like, oh, well, don't you do it to make your own hours? I'm like, yeah, I do, but like, I'm a slave to releases and such. It's why I've said this, dude. I've said this for maybe 2 years now. I do want to pivot the channel, and ooh. And I would like to cover, like, pertinent video game subjects. Like, talk about the history. Like, okay, no, I don't stream every day. I want to become a full-time streamer, but realistically, the lion's share of my money comes from YouTube ad revenue. But I don't get any taxes taken out. Oh, I can show you my YouTube ad revenue, and you'd be like, "Oh, dude, that's nice." But I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, I also have to take shit tons of money and give away quarterlies. But, like, let's say a Diablo clone comes out, I would really like to do videos that talk about stuff like, hey, here's the history of action RPG. Yes, I have done Last Epoch videos too. Here's where they all started. Here's how they evolved. Here's the genesis, so on and so forth. I think that'd be really fun to do. Or like ranking MMOs, my favorite MMOs, and talking about those and how they've kind of gone. Video essays and retrospectives, yeah, but also kind of like a little bit of like current stuff too. Your apparel is broken. Like, I have wanted to do, I guess maybe podcast style. I would have a lot of stuff overlaid on top of it, like actual images and such. I have had this video in my mind. City of Heroes was so, I got in with City of Villains originally. Ultima Online is my favorite MMO. Isn't Rife who does the worst MMO series? I've been playing Ultima Online Outlands like a crackle. Oh. If you guys want to play Ultima Online again, come play Outlands with me. The burden of secrecy. What did we get for our little guy here? Damage magic code on strike and fortify magic code on self. That's cool. We'll put, oh, do you know what? You know, we should put this on my helmet. Is there a cooler helmet? I know we got the green. There's a blue robe hood somewhere. You know, Popcorn. I have a pipe dream to do one of two things when it comes to just my overall success. I want to be like, not a successful like cultural streamer. Like you think of Mage's Hood has 0. Where do I get that one? Arcanivore. I can't remember. Dr. Disrespect is a cultural streamer. Even though he plays video games, he has a cultural impact, right? I don't want that level of like notoriety of fame. I want to be like a Mr. Gibbs. Mr. Gibbs is a really good example. He's one of my favorite streamers. And if I said that name, you probably don't know him if you don't follow Escape from Tarkov or DayZ. But if you do, you definitely probably know him. And he's a very successful streamer. He has like 500, 600, 700 people watching him. Like he's a really cool, charismatic Irish dude. That level of streamer fame would be cool for me. I'd like that. Or I want to marry someone that is super fucking famous. And I could just fuck around in the background. Like if I marry like Florence Pugh and I'm just fucking around on the red carpet the whole time. Like, oh, I see you brought your husband. Is he allowed out without a helmet? Like, no, Christian, I don't know who that is. I would have, like, I think the best example of it is, for those that are football fans, do you guys remember when Aaron Rodgers went to the red carpet with Olivia Munn? I think Olivia Munn, that's his wife, right? No, I would not. No, I would not, Ken. But you're not far. Yeah, right, Jamalotto, that's always the thing. Like, you just don't want to fall into that. Yeah, was married, right? But like when they were married and he went to the red carpet and he was just photobombing people, I'm like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to be. That I want to be a shithead in a public setting where I need to, where people need you to be like pompous and just take yourself seriously. Yeah, I want that. I want to be the shitlord. That's me. I'm a shitlord. Crash out culture. It's a funny turn. Okay, so let's go back to Conjuration's Chorrel. Congrats destruction. Yeah, we'll go back to here. No, it's the persona I wanted specifically. Transition to solely React content, and it's just me. Dragon Sword of Lane Lin, Wayne. You get it very close to where I'm at right now. Let me not talk about Pete Davidson. I try to do the face content. I try to do like the face on the thumbnail thing, and I'm not good at it. Well, it's not that I'm not good at it, it's that I don't like to do it. And I decided if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do a ridiculous fucking face for it. Oh, dude, I forgot about the city artifacts, how every city has its own special artifact. Totally forgot about those, dude. You do that city's quest and you get a cool artifact from it. Or magic item for that matter. These things are so fucking heavy. Become a trophy husband with a cute dog.
I don't mean to impose, but I'm hoping you can help me.
I just want to barter. I cannot help you. I won't be sneaking in this playthrough, so we'll sell these. We learned this. That didn't go down.
That's more than I... A fine transaction.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't. I think maybe that I think that might sound castrating to some men, Gemalotl. Concept of a trophy husband. Not me. I already work from home. I don't give a shit. I'll stay at home. I apprenticed under a chef for a year. I already know how to cook. I got this.
You've made a good bit of...
I did my time, man. I did 10 years in corporate sales. I left sales as a VP of enterprise level sales. I could actually have just used that right now. Fuck, whatever.
A good price.
It's... Oh, you're fine, John Waddle. You say whatever you want. We don't... you can say whatever the fuck you want on stream. You can ask about anything, as long as it's not offensive. Like mean-spirited.
That's a good deal. That's a
we talk about
deal.
literally everything under the fucking sun here. You will get kicked out of the stream real quick though, if you come at me like a fucking asshole. It's pretty laid back stream.
You've made a good bit of...
I take being a trophy pet at this point. You admit my goldfish? Meme spirited, dude. That's such a funny one. Yoink on that one. So we do have a lot of other gems here. I'm gonna see if any of these are... I don't think these are... I think this is charged. But the petty soul gems we can just get rid of now at this point, because we're gonna start pushing into like common and greater. Olive Garden on me right now. Bringing it down low. Oh, remember when I said let's go do Azura's Star? And we're 45 minutes away from the end of the stream, and I'm like nowhere near doing Azura's Star. This is, that is Oblivion, right? You just fucking lose yourself. I did want to open up a... That was the point. I learned from my friend.
Good day.
who was a cook, a chef. Sorry, I am a cook. He was a chef. Because I wanted to open up a Italian food truck.
Do you need something?
Based off of my family's recipes.
Hello.
I don't think
Have
she
a look
has
around.
anything.
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
That's sick.
A fine transaction. That's more than I usually pay.
I'm going to show you why I'm going to keep those dwarven arrows. So Goon Kid's the Familia. If you throw a Familia like that, it's the Spanish version. If you throw a G in there, it's the Italian version. If Pike gets qualified his year, I might be headed to San Diego for Nationals March 26th. Take a day or two and come down. Dude, yeah, absolutely. Let me know. I'll bring Roman, who's currently asleep on my foot. I just chose the Tower Bird aside. Min-maxers hate me. These are cool. Not worth 6,000, but those are cool.
Come back and see me again.
Cool looking light armor. That'll just scale with your level in the game.
Let's see if we can't teach you a thing or two.
Not at 220. It's just not worth it.
You too.
Let's just get it up. Ooh. There it is. Bam. Yeah, I would name it Edith's after my grandma. I'll tell you guys one of the items. So my family's sauce recipe, we throw pork shoulder in there as the meat. Meat's a usual thing for a lot of Italian sauces. People who put sugar in their sauce never listen to their opinion. So we put what's it called? A pork shoulder in. So it kind of turns into like carnitas. And we pull the pork shoulder out before we put in meatballs and sausages. So you would take out, yeah, sugar's a really common thing. If you're making a quick sauce, it's a common thing. But sugar, they do it to balance the acid. And not like a lot. You'd put like a teaspoon of sugar, maybe less. But you don't put sugar in sauce because tomatoes have natural sugar and sweetness, and you just keep cooking them and it releases it. But you put the pork shoulder in, we pull the pork shoulder out around, if we're gonna eat at 6 o'clock, we pull it out around 1 or 2, then put in meatballs. We put sausage in at 3, meatballs in at 4, eat at 6. Carrots in a pasta sauce is fucking ungodly. There's already sweetness in the tomatoes. You have to cook if you get served a pasta sauce that is bright red, it was either made as a quick sauce with sugar in it, or it wasn't cooked long enough. You have to cook it longer, and when you cook it longer, it will the sugar in the tomato will pull out, and it turns the sauce from a bright red to a deep red, almost brown. And that cuts down the acidity and you also have to skim fat off the top. But other way, you pull the pork shoulder out around like 1 or 2 p.m. and you take that. So for my item, my menu item on this Italian food truck, you get like a brioche bun, toast it. You toast it with mayonnaise. I don't know if you guys know how to do that. I think we all know that mayonnaise is a superior toasting thing compared to butter. Toast it with mayonnaise, and then take that pork shoulder, shred it up. Italian pulled pork sandwich, boom. Put that on the bottom of the bun, a little bit of sauce, a little bit of mutts, onions and peppers on top. Yeah, that's exactly how it starts, Gemalotl. It's tomatoes, onions, and garlic. Well, no onions, sorry, no onions. We don't use onions in our family. Onions add acidity to it. We do olive oil on the bottom of the pan, throw garlic in, completely brown the garlic, pull the garlic out because it'll start to get bitter, then pour in cans of tomatoes and let that cook for hours. God, everyone just started talking in this fucking place. What am I looking for?
What is it, associate? What do you want? Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
You won't find my better prices anywhere.
Take care.
I refuse.
Hello there. Good day.
Hi. You are I want to talk to. Purchasing spells. So, what do we want? Skeletal Guardian. No, you do not need onions and pasta sauce. Onions and pasta sauce is very common for specific I can't do that. Skills too low. Specific families, but it is by and large not a common thing in a true Italian pasta sauce. And also we're talking about too like Italian American, right? Bloomin' onion, baby. Pineapple and pizza has a place. Pineapple and pizza has a place, but a lot of like onions just don't fit. If you're using onions, you're not cooking your sauce long enough. People that hate on pineapple on pizza don't realize that like salt and sweet go together. So like a pineapple, like a Hawaiian pizza is very good. Yeah, 100%, man. It is your opinion on how you're making your sauce. Oh, yeah, I would not like yours. Did we make 350? Did we just hit 350? Guys, we just hit 350,000 subs on the channel. Thank you so much, bros. That road to 1 mil. It's taking forever.
Goodbye.
Problem is that our fucking... My conjuration is super low. I gotta get this up. I gotta get it up. No, not on my pasta sauce, dude. Good lord. You see that eye twitching, Beef Panda? It's because of you. Beef Panda just said, so we've talked about this before, but cream-based sauces are definitely authentic. Olive Garden wouldn't have it if it wasn't. I fucking hate you.
I'm Contumelo. Be seeing you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Please continue.
350k people want to hear about your food
I offer
truck.
the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
What do you mean? Grind myself to dust? Like, who would do something like that? It's not great. It's not great. Yes, any white sauce is an American thing. Well, white sauce as it pertains to cream. Cacio e pepe is one of the Roman mother sauces. Cream is not a common thing in cream costs money. Italians are pretty poor. So Italians that came across were poor. They're not gonna do that. Bechamel is authentic, yeah. But bechamel is French. Bechamel is a French mother sauce. And for those who don't know, the definition of a mother sauce is that it's one of the bases of multiple sauces. Cacio e pepe is a base for carbonara. The same general principle. I need to get up to 50. I can't do anything else. Like, Leon. You son of a bitch. I just need to get my shit up. Summon Ghost is cool, but I have a Summon Ancestral Ghost, which I think is stronger than Summon Ghost. Does anyone remember how Ancestral Ghost works? A nice teriyaki chicken Alfredo, though. Popcorn Yummy, you're talking about not another cooking show? I saw that sauce that he did with that exact one. I love that guy. I can't remember his name. I think his name's Mike.
Good day.
He put it up like a week or two ago. I pretty much I watch cooking YouTubers and I watch history and or like Adam Ragusa. No, that's what I'm thinking of then. I need to get my fucking conjuration up.
What is it, associate?
Isn't there a bed around here I can use? No, I can't use this one. Yeah, when you're in Olive Garden, you're in the Fast and Furious. Sip and Feast, never heard of that. I'll take a look. Thank you, Harry. I watch Sam the Cooking Guy, Not Another Cooking Show, Aaron and Claire. He's Andrew Rea, of course. Andrew Rea is Binging with Babish. I have another pipe dream to do a collab with Binging with Babish, where I cook with him and then I teach him a video game. So what are we doing, bros? You know, I like Kenji Lopez, but Kenji Lopez is also like the min-maxer of food cooking sometimes, you know? And there's a lot of lessons I've learned from Kenji, but there's also a lot of things where I'm like, shit, I mean, yeah, great if you've got the time to do that. Like, that's why, like, I'll watch a lot of Kenji stuff and I'm like, oh, dude, that's fucking cool, but I'm not gonna be able to do that. There's the cowboy chef or something like that is a really good one too. Please wear name tags, dude. It's so true. Dude, Andrew Ray and I even have like the same like mole or like beauty mark up here. We look way too similar. Kenshi 2 supposed to be coming out soon. Toad in the hole. I'm sorry, man, but don't ban me. But the Americans have ruined Italian food. Oh, and Jewish food too. That's not true.
Loyal devotee.
We've taken the food from our home countries, our mother countries, and we've skewed it to fit the market that it's a part of. I think that the perception of the food is what's been ruined. You know, to think, oh, I love Italian food. I'm going to go to Italy and have a pizza. No, you're not. I'm going to go to Italy and have a great Alfredo. Or I'm going to go to Italy and eat a fucking, I guess lasagna, but lasagna is still in Italy in a different fashion. There's a specific thing. There's a specific thing as far as like, it has to do with Asian food and Asian food evolving once it comes to America. And I'm not talking about like Chinese banquet food, which is a whole different taste palette. I'm talking about Korean. It's Korean food. When Korean food came to America, it started to sample more beef because beef wasn't accessible to the Korean market in Korea as much. Fusion's not quite the word, because fusion usually means a different thing. I'm saying that, hey, Koreans, when it's coming across, realized this is the meat market they had to take advantage of. And it changed their cuisine in the States. Also, like short ribs too, stuff like that. The Korean short rib is a very common thing because it was one of the cuts in America that was just like a throwaway thing. So adapting to that market allowed them to do like Korean short rib, which is now a famous Korean thing, right? Like, and we think of Korean food in that spectrum. It's just like Italian food. If you go to Italians don't have bread like you, or pizza like you think pizza is in Italy. More flatbread style is a closer thing to an Italian style of quote unquote pizza. Or the real genesis of pizza comes from Chicago's deep dish. It's more of like a pie of fucking sauce with 4 or 5 big strips of mozzarella on the top. So I agree in that the perception of those foods is bad, but I don't think that they are bad. I mean, Italian American food is good. I mean, it's got its uses. Just like if anyone here says, I love Chinese food, and I were to take you to a Chinese banquet food place, you would go, this isn't Chinese food. I go, no, you're right. This is real Chinese food. Chinese banquet food is because Chinese food in general is very much about texture and tactile response and interesting presentation. And banquet food is different than Chinese food that you get in China. Banquet food is different even than that. It's separated even more over. And then you have Chinese American food, which is like Mongolian beef with broccoli, orange chicken. How are we doing this, bros? We could bring strength up to 65 to 7 or to 65 here. Yo, I fucking love a good Chinese buffet. See, Frank, that's how I know you're not a cultured man. That's how I know you were never a fat person. Frank just said Chinese buffets. I used to fuck those up until I saw them pick food up off the ground and put it back with the rest of the food. Never again. And if I saw that back in the day, because I used to go to Chinese foods all the time, I'd be like, how long was that on the ground for? Yeah, in China they just call it food. Our speed is kind of low. I could get our endurance up a little bit. We could go with like a full 5 into endurance right now. Like a truffle pig. I think I'll drop 5 into speed. Stupid pills, clearly. I'm gonna do that. I think we're even closer to another level, aren't we? Oh, okay. People are asking like, oh man, I want to use heavy armor, but I'm worried about my magic effectiveness. My magic effectiveness is at 91%, and I'm not even at 50 heavy armor. By the time I hit 50 heavy armor, that'll be at 95%. So don't worry about your magic effectiveness. It's just something I like to talk about when you're trying to consider things. We need to get our conjuration up. Our blade's almost at 50. Dude, so the last GameStop that I worked at, I don't know if I told you guys that in the chronicle of shit we talked about today. But I worked at a GameStop for 4 years. All right, Christian, thanks for jumping in, man. Thanks for having fun with us. I'm sorry for calling you Christian. Yo, sidebar. The old movie Tristan and Isolde with James Franco, absolutely great. Great soundtrack. What do you mean, CGMS? How can I help you?
Good afternoon.
Hey,
Bye, Kristen. Guys, I made a mistake. Don't rub it in. No, this is old movie, dude. This is like, dude, Tristan and Isolde came out roughly or within a handful of years of this game coming out. Can I summon in town willy-nilly? Yep. Can't remember. Punch build robots in disguise. Does anyone remember the scaling for Ancestral Guardian? What do you call the movie? What do you mean? Called the name of the movie is Tristan and Isolde. Pineapple Express is okay. I didn't like Pineapple Express as much because I didn't smoke weed until I was like 27 or 28. After I had done Molly, I was like, well, now that I've done Molly, let's do this fucking weed shit's about. I don't know what quests to do. I'm still early in the main quest, but I've been doing a lot of level grinding at level 22 and don't know if I should do Umbra quest. Go do it. Fuck it. CJMS, every single city has a quest that gives you a item. You could go do one of those. Sure is popcorn. There is a cool place over here you can get. You can wander the hills and countryside looking for the Daedric quests, which you're now, I think the final Daedric quest unlocks at 25, 26. I had 21. Thank you, Ace Tim. Growing up, when I was playing this game, I had the player's guide, and dude, the player's guide had a table for where all the Daedric quests were, and I just used to do that. I am a big believer that everyone should do Molly once in their lives. My life is better knowing that I will do Molly again. What was the GameStop story? What was I saying? I worked, the last GameStop I worked at butted up next to a BJ's. BJ's is like a chain of microbrewery restaurant in the States. I don't know if it's only a West Coast thing or not. And oh, oops, going the wrong way. BJ, yes, like a blow job. BJ's is a restaurant. I did actually I did do that at CJMS, and they got them in Oregon and Washington. Okay, so maybe it's a West Coast thing. Again, it's just what if Chili's was a microbrewery and specialized in like pizzas and cookie pizzas. That's really what the place is. So we butted up against the back of one of those. We shared a back hallway that would exit out to a dumpster. I have seen some foul things done from the kitchen to that dumpster with like food items. So BJ's I'm always a little wary about. Don't eat any other sauces is what I gotta say. Yeah, a Pizookie as it's called, yeah. Don't worry, I saw it. I saw what was over there.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Valence, thank you so much for subbing up with Prime, my dude. That's right, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, make a switch to Twitch and sub up with that Prime. You guys know about the Goblin Wars, right? Do modern drug testing kits check for fentanyl? Yes, they do. And if you ever were to do any drug nowadays, you should always test it using a fentanyl kit. A drug kit, you can buy them off Amazon for like 15 bucks. Happy to help out, man. Happy to help out. Yes, good. You fucking machine. No, they sell testing kits. Oh! The old shot in the back by your best friend. Haha! Yeah, I play Conqueror's Blade. It's really fun. It's basically like playing an online version of Fire Emblem something. No, Kingdom Under Fire. Kingdom Under Fire. That's what I'm thinking of. An online version of Kingdom Under Fire. It was something like hair. Yeah, it's really fun. What? Okay, so yeah. Do you guys want me to kind of like? We got 15 minutes left of stream. Do you want me to go through what a paladin build would look like, and we can build that out together right now? Let's do it. Let's have fun. Quick save. I like to do a save. So, I like to talk about race in the other screen because this has all the stats of my class that I've selected. But come on, it's the best paladin class, a race. It always will be. It's because of the Magicka bonus. It's just so nice, and we're gonna get a bunch of bonuses. We get a bonus to Blade. No, we don't. I think that bonus to Blade is because I've selected it. We get a bonus to Spell Schools. This is the biggest one here. Yeah, I think, yeah, Blade and Heavy Armor are there because I have selected them for this class. But definitely Breton is the best one. I would probably go Sistrus over High Rock because I want the strength over the speed, and I would just improve the speed natively. But yeah, and that's what I was going to say, Ace Tone. Following this are some other ones. You know what? Let's do this actually. Just select it. Let's go. Lord, let's do this. This is easier to talk about it all because it's too hard to like guess what is on the character. That doing that for the opening stream, by the way, is fucking sick. I was born on the Starship Enterprise. Okay, so back to this. Ready Daddy here. Low agility, speed, and endurance, it's fine. We can offset those quite easily. But strength, intelligence, willpower, those are all set for us. And we get a 50 Magicka bonus. So I really like Breton. We're also going to get a bonus to Alchemy, Alteration, Conjuration, Illusion, Mysticism, Restoration. Those are some of the best things, right? But we look at Imperials. Imperials get better strength, better intelligence. I'm sorry, not better intelligence. They get better strength, less intelligence, way less willpower. Well, yeah, probably have to do that one, right? Yeah, we would do Colovia. So we get 40, 40, 40 across the line here. And 50 personality, 50 luck. 50 luck is always going to be the same. It's always going to be 50. But think of the skills we're probably going to take. Blade, heavy armor, stuff like that. Blade, blunt, both get a +5. Heavy armor gets a +10. And I thought restoration. No, mercantile and speechcraft are also up there. But a real good one too is the Nord. Nord gets a bonus to restoration, which is going to be one of the key ones we're going to use. Heavy armor, and a bigger bonus towards block, blunt, blade. So we get a lot of the things that we're going to use for this character in my mind as a paladin is going to get a bonus through through the Nord. We're going to have the highest possible starting strength of all the ones we're looking at so far. We're going to have low intelligence though, but good willpower, good agility, good speed, good endurance. So you actually get a really good stat spread, and you get skills that we're focusing on with the Nord. Britain, like I said, I think is the go-to for a lot of people because you get magicka resistance and you get a 50 magicka bonus, which attributes to a lot of basically free intelligence points. And I like that a lot. Red Guard are another nice one too here, because Red Guard get all the benefits of being a orc as far as how the Red Guard's fury works. What's it called? Adrenaline rush. They get all the benefits of the orc's berserk frenzy without the detractors of the berserk frenzy, and they get an additional attribute bonus with adrenaline rush. But you have 50, 30, 30. So you have the lowest casting stats on this character, even compared to the Nord. Oh, that's the same? Yeah, this is one we was going to look at. Yeah. So you'd have, and you'd only have 40 strength. But I mean, difference between a mage and a paladin. Paladin assumes you're using like heavy armor and spells. Tokai, thank you so much for subbing up with Prime, my man. Yeah, that's the problem, man. I actually like the old orcs. I thought old orcs were cool looking. Bretons are a Berthonic group. You are correct, Voidspark. Paladins were the generals that served under Charlemagne. So I think those are my big four. I mean, definitely though, like the Dunmer are just fine. The High Elves are still great in this role still too, because they get a big magicka bonus. So there is things to consider there, right? Like, what kind of paladin do you want to be? Are you looking at yourself as more of like a sword and board paladin, or are you like I look at something like a prelate as more of a magic paladin as far as like classifications go. But Imperial, Breton, Nord, and Red Guard I think exist as far as like what amalgamation I wanted to do. As far as our stats go, I don't know. I thought the old orcs were fine. They were ugly because they were orcs, but they didn't look like this. Like these look like fucking someone gave the fucking trolls candy after midnight, or the gremlins. Mjolnir, happy to help out, bro. So let's make this class though. Oh, birth sign. We'll look at birth sign real quick. I kind of like Lord. I like Warrior a lot. What's up, Thunder Lips? How you doing, dude? And I like Atronach a lot. I don't like these two as much. I think they're fine if you want to focus more on the casting of it. But I like how this gives us pure offense, which I like. I like that this gives us a really cool way to interplay with how spell absorption works. And it does suck that your magicka regeneration is halted. I think this is more of an advanced pick. I think this goes really well with Breton, right? Because then you have 200 fucking magicka at the start of the game, which is really base. Then your intelligence adds even more, right? So you have a lot, and you have a lot of spell resist and absorption. So it's something that spans into the late game really, really well. I like the Lord Burst sign. Maybe it's because I'm just so into it now because it's so much better. But increasing my AR by 15, that's nice. That's almost like a full suit of armor. Dragon Age style paladin where you're not as much of a magic user, but you're all but immune to magic. I was thinking maybe Breton with Atronach. Yeah, I would definitely look at that way. Are you thinking like a Grey Warden soldier? Yeah, the mitigation mitigates the weak, or the absorption mitigates the weakness. The biggest issue though is the magic regeneration halting, and people need to know, 50% chance to absorb it and charge your magicka. But yeah, I like that. A lot of people like stuff like Thief and as a wild card thematic only pick, Ritual, because this is basically lay on hands. You get Turn Undead and Lay on Hands. This is a thematic paladin pick. You get a 200 point health Lay on Hands, and this is forces the undead to flee in horror for 30 seconds. Can be used multiple times per day at a cost of 40 magicka per cast. So it's kind of it's up to you, right? I agree, Daystone. So I'll just choose one to choose a new one. Yeah, why not? You can be fine. Yeah, Ritual's a D&D paladin. Scarbius. I think that's a pretty good way to put it. Scarbius. Now let's make a paladin. So you can find the Crusader, which is kind of like it. And I think that if we were to do, because we're going to do a custom class, we're going to focus more. I think the Death Knight, the Spellblade I had in mind, is more of a caster. I don't think this is as much of a caster. I think these spells are kind of in line with what I'm thinking. So Oh, I see what you're saying, soldier. I see what you're saying. I thought you were asking about the Grey Wardens. I get what you mean. Yeah, it would be Atronach and focusing on alteration spells to then get absorb. Nope. Yep. Is absorb magic in alteration or is in restoration? Absorbing attributes and skills is in restoration. I think it's alteration. It's mysticism? I'm all over the place. I'm thinking of shield. I'm thinking of shields. Shields are in alteration. Yeah, absorb magicka is restoration. I'm saying specifically absorb spell. Sorry, Catacid. No, these are the same ones, Ace Tone. They're just ported over poorly, I think. That's the problem. So, I think we do custom class. We do combat, because I think we want more combat attributes here. And I think we do strength. Do we do strength and endurance or strength and willpower? What do we think, bros? And then with side recommendations of intelligence and endurance.
A steadfast supporter.
Absorb spell is mysticism. Absorb magicka is restoration. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I think strength and willpower is the way to go. We go to skills. Here's what I think our skills look like. Boom. I'm going to say blunt.
A steadfast supporter.
Now, the reason I'm saying conjuration here is solely for the turn the undead. Turn the undead is one of the strongest abilities in the game. Well, turning anything that makes things flee is a strong ability. So I'm stuck though between conjuration and mysticism. Yeah, block's on here for sure. So to kind of go over this again, we have Armorer, Block, Blunt, Heavy Armor. You could remove Armorer and do Blade if you wanted just to be able to swap back and forth. I don't think choosing 2 combat skills like that is a great idea, but who cares? You're gonna level them all up anyway. But I like Conjuration because Conjuration gives us Turn the Undead, and that is like thematically Paladin. And I totally agree with you, Catacid. Mysticism isn't very good for Spell Absorb. Mysticism here, the big thing we want is Soul Trap from it. And it is easier to level. You're going to use Mysticism no matter what build you're playing because you always want a Soul Trap. So I think this is our Paladin build. What do you guys think? And again, Restoration is going to give us all of our Fortify, our Restore, our Heals, our Cures, our Resistant bonuses. So, and then Alteration gives us shield spells, and it gives us magic shield spells, specifically like Fire Shield, stuff like that. I think Blunt is more thematic for a Paladin. I've always looked at a Paladin as a guy using like a mace or a flail or something like that. And what I like about the way the new Blunt works is it gives you a shield. I think that's kind of cool. And I also think too, Blunt is the least chosen of the 2. Yeah, I think it's a weird choice, Jamalotl, because that's where Turn Undead is, but it's where it is, and that's where we're choosing it. Illusion's not a bad choice though, Ace. I think that's a good call for like rally and demoralizing stuff. Yeah, it's the same game, Braun, with improvements. Yeah, I wish Turn Undead was in Restoration. And stuff like Create Light was in Conjuration, even though it's not a fucking great thing. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing here is I want to choose something that is not Blade. I would just say, hey, choose whatever you want. I'm choosing Blunt because it's been improved in Remaster. You know, Catacid, you're not wrong, but I'm assuming you're brand new to the game and you don't know that you can just simply cast spells infinitely to level them. All my builds are not predicated upon that notion so much. Like, I would never take athletics or acrobatics in any of my build videos, but it's because I know they level up just so passively, right? So it's why I would do that. If you're new to the game, I don't want to circumvent someone's growth into the game and be like, I'm not choosing Conjuration here because it's really easy to level. I'm going to do this instead. I want someone to feel like they have access to it, even if they're brand new. Well, that's another thing too, right? Blunt includes axes, which is fun. Oh, really, Kat? I always have. It's just weird that they exist here. Blunt axes get put into their own category in Skyrim. That's just hand to hand. You know, Ace, I kind of like Alteration here more than Illusion. I think the rallying mechanics and the demoralizing mechanics of Illusion are cool, but all the other things that Illusion does, Frenzy and invisibility and stuff like that. I mean, I guess you can make the same argument for Conjuration, right? Like, we're only using it for Turn the Undead. But I think more of the alteration spells fit the class better. And it's just the only reason is to Turn the Undead. Turn the Undead is so thematic. Illuminate is a good look though. That's not bad. That's not a bad shout. Omesa's axes kind of work the same way. The weight of it is at the end of the shaft. True. Axes. So like a sword is considered in fighting 50% aggression, 50% defense. You can defend with a sword and attack with a sword at an equal level. An axe is considered like a 90-10 because attacks with an axe are like entirely aggressive. Defending with an axe itself is harder in an actual combat scenario. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, they are bladed, but the damage from an axe comes from the weight of an axe. You're also charm when you're a knightly knight. That's true too. I would say speechcraft, but it's one of the things I never recommend people to take because it just passively goes up every time you sell stuff. You'll end up just leveling it out so fast. I think this is it though, right? Is this what we want for that build? So the 2 videos I'll work on, you guys want me to do a video where I go through every single change in the game, right? Yeah, the big thing that axes and maces have is that I do not like the luck characteristic. In the Middle Ages, in the medieval time, you would very rarely kill a knight. You'd incapacitate them. But maces and axes, it's why they're represented in like video games and stuff that does more damage to armor. It would cause such percussive force that, I mean, beneath the armor is a meat bag. And if you hit someone fucking hard enough with a mace, it pulverizes the meat bag. So an incapacitation, remember, it just means that they're out of the fight in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't mean they're knocked out. Because a lot of games will use the term incapacitated, it's just like they're knocked out. So you'd use those things. You'd use percussive, blunt things to knock knights, to fucking disable knights, and then you'd ransom them. And it was considered chivalric to not kill knights, to hold them and ransom them back. Concussed, yes, that's a good way to put it. They're even better now, though. Setsun, happy to help out, my man. People weren't that min-maxing in real life. You're right. They were, what do I have access to? Because Middle Ages armies were comprised of household guard, which included knights and men-at-arms. Then they included local militia, which were some sort of peasantry, or at least just like garrison and such. And then mercenaries. There was tons of mercenary usage in the Middle Ages for their conflicts. So the majority of Middle Age warfare on fields was actually mass routing. You just really need to kill 10-20% of their fighting force, and it would cause a rout across militia and or mercenaries, because they weren't really bought into it, right? They're like, yeah, we'll show up, I think. And as soon as enough people, their friends died or their own, like, oh fuck, our company's getting butchered, we're out of here. So that's why you see so many things, especially when you look at like the history of the 100 Years' War, the War of the Roses, or any of like the major conflicts in the Middle Ages. It breaks down to, there's a fight here, and then 3 weeks later there was another fight of equal size or larger. It's because that army would rout, and then they would reconvene and go and fight again. So there wasn't roving bands of 50,000 people at any beck and call. Like, oh, we're gonna summon this 50k army up and go fight on that hill over there. And remember too that battles were often fought through like a maze of civilian constructs. It wasn't always like, oh, a big open field, we'll fight here. It was a melee. 100% Ace Town. Dirt. Sure. Oh, okay, see. Let's go to this. That's what I want to show off. Your power attacks deal more damage and blunt weapons are more durable, which is great. They now give you a shield. So now blunt weapons are better now here in the remastered. Attacks have a chance to silence, and your shield, and the shield grants by your power attacks is even stronger. So blunt weapons are really a lot more exciting this time around. The Knights of the Nine weapon is a mace, and they get it's not called Creedmoor. Creedmoor is the name of the record label that Daft Punk originated under. like the Chrysamere or whatever. It's a two-handed claymore. I don't think the Knights of the Nine has a one-handed sword, does it? I think it fits super well. That's why I like it here. It does have one hand, okay. 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 So do we like this build? Is this the build I make the video out of? I mean, 267 of you are already getting a little teasy taste of the video. I don't know the shield that it grants you, Jamalot. Let's take a look. UESP. Oops. Okay. UESP blunt. Nope. Blunt. Oh, they not updated it? Yeah, I don't think they did. Do we know the level of shield that it gives? Oh, dude, so you just float when you jump, Catacid? I'll bring it up for sure in the video. Don't worry about it, man. I definitely will. Oblivion blunt or remastered blunt shield percent. It's a 15% shield at 50. Oh, so here's someone on Reddit said, as sources of shield, the naming is different, right? So remember, you can have the same effect from multiple sources, but not the same effect from one source. So you can easily get 15% for 30-second spell, stack it with a blunt power attack, which is 15%, that's 30%. Add 15 from Lord, we're at 45%. 18 from full steel gear. Enchant 4 pieces with a petty soul gem for 6%. So 6 times 4 is 20. 45 is 20 is 65 plus the 18. 75, 78. Maybe I'm getting something wrong here. But that basically puts you at 78%. So that's why I like the Lord sign here. But I don't know what the shield boost becomes. I mean, you can easily hit that buff, right? But we're just talking about like, again, I'm trying not to make these builds. We're about to shut down, Alex. I'm trying not to make these builds with the mindset of like, you could just do like, imagine you boot this fucking video up, man. And I'm like, okay, so what you're going to be able to do here now with the blunt weapon is you're going to be using this weapon for it because it's going to give you a little bit of that shield, but we're going to worry about that shield. Like, they're so fucking fast, right? You get those fucking build streamers who just like so quick with their fucking build. I don't want to tell people in the build, hey, we're not going to choose this. We're not going to choose this because you can just cap out your armor really quickly. Instead, we're going to choose this. I don't like to do that because you, the gamer, are either new to this, you're not going to be like, let's be realistic, man. I said this in my last video. You're probably not going to beat this game. There's going to be definitely a strong percentage of you that are, and you're going to do another playthrough. But the realistic portion of it is Doom is around the corner. People are going to jump on that. Arc Raider was this weekend. The numbers of people playing Oblivion has halved because of that alone. Expedition 33 came out. Like, enough of you aren't going to complete this game. So making a build with the sole purpose of explaining that I've not made this choice because the 60% of the game that I'm going to be taking part in will take advantage of it, but the last 40% won't. I think that's a bit of a fallacy. I think you make the build, have fun, and you adjust it as according, because it doesn't fucking matter what your major skills really are, especially because that bug exists. Because now that bug we know, the bug is major skills are supposed to apply 12.5% more to this bar. The bug exists, that does not happen. And Old Knight tested this by using the console. He gave 50 points of one and 50 points of another, and they both contributed to the same amount of experience overall. So that will probably get fixed, but right now it doesn't contribute anything. But even then, I've played characters that I didn't choose any major skills on, and I've swapped their minor skills and been just fucking fine. Exactly. We want to make sure that it feels fun. They give the starting... That is true. They do give the starting boost. I'm just saying that, like, it's just as easy to get the Blade, for example, up because we've chosen combat. We already have a race that's probably going to give an advantage to Blade. So if I go and say, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm actually not going to do Blunt anymore. I'm going to switch to Blade. It's not going to take you that long to catch up. But guys, that is the stream for the day. Thank you for watching. Got 257 of you watching here. If you can, make the switch to Twitch. Let's get a raid going to close us off. Is anyone fun raiding? Who's fucking... Do we have any of our friends playing this goddamn game? Hey, who plays anymore? Java Chip is streaming. Psycho Ghost is playing Arc Raiders. Tangents on WWE 2K25. What happened to Tibbs? My Slavic queen, dude. You too, Zach. Thanks for watching, guys. Guys, thank you so much for everything. We've got donations here. We've gotten Prime subs. We've gotten gifted subs. We've had people that have just joined in for the first time. Stay hard, everyone. So thank you so much. We hit 350,000 subscribers on the channel. We've gotten 3 million views, 3.1 million views over the last just 10 fucking days. So thank you so much, guys. Like, it's been a massive, massive growth on the channel. So I appreciate everyone who's come in, had a good time, watched, enjoyed. We've done our Too Long Didn't Watch for as much stuff, but I can't do it for a stream, unfortunately. But you guys have a good one. We'll see you on Tuesday. I don't know if we play Oblivion or if we play Baldur's Gate. I've been having fun playing Oblivion because I have not been able to play Oblivion on my own. I've just been fucking making videos for you bros, which is fine. It's just I also want to play it. I've started a V Rising server. Does anyone in chat want to play the V Rising server with us? You're more than welcome to. It's going to be a PvP brutal server. It's currently active right now. I don't know if anyone's playing the new V Rising patch, but I am. Oh, fuck. I was going to do the giveaway. I'll do an announcement and do the giveaway on Tuesday. I'm sorry, dudes. Thank you, Highborn Jace. Appreciate it, man. I see we have a battle brother here. Jace is a fan of the Age of Sigmar. Beldraith, what's up, man? But guys, thank you so much for watching here. Let's toss you on over to Java Chip. She's playing Claire Obscure, so you guys can see what that game looks like. It's beautiful. She's a cheeky British chick living over there in New York. How did I know? You've got the Age of Sigmar symbol. You've got the Sigmarine symbol in as your avatar. I've played Warhammer for like 20 plus years, my bro. How many people we got raiding? How many people we got? We got 43 raiders jumping on over here to Java Chip. Everyone who's raiding, here's what our raid thing is. Weatherspoons. Type it out right now. That's what we're shouting as soon as we raid. Weatherspoons. Yes, we're going back to BG3 for sure, Ryan Gooding. And I have a bunch more BG3 guides we're going to be making. Absolutely, Frank. Have a good one, dude. But guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Enjoy your Sunday. Let's get this raid going over here to Java Chip. Type out Weatherspoons. I just did it. Copy and paste it. Let's get this raid going here right about in 3, 2, 1, and go.